Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, let's go.
Looking to throw right away. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead. I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up, second and 10.
Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already third and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19, Dragon 60. Ready?
Throw here, third down. Dropped underneath, it saves him. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's first and 10.
Ready?
They'll run here following the penalty. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Throwing out to the left, cut! And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
A less than ideal third and 8 here.
Cowboy, hey, smash Bronco.
They'll throw, third and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, a little early momentum with that field goal.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Completed to his running back. And he'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
60 Eagles, 60.
Working now from the gun. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They gain 11 on that play, and that'll be 1st down Chicago. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Here's a design run. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll get him down after he gets it to the 48. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Hey, Crash. Cooking, I see.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Man in motion here.
18, Dragon 60. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Here's a pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it's stopped short of the 1st.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Here we go. Strap. Gravity Lion. Trap 50. Trap 50. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Trying to get it on the keeper. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Let's go. Let's go.
Design quarterback run here. And they force him out after just 2 yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Complete out to the right. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
79 Broncos, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the red zone on first. Ball is caught. And he's going to have a touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll give to Sampson here up the middle. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
60 Eagles, 60 Warriors, 70.
Second down pass play coming. Hits him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready?
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at first down here. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
He's got it near the 10. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Working inside the red zone. Vacates quickly left side. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a second quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up second down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Rattler, 18.
He's dropping back to throw. Caught by his back. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
First down from the 42.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy 80. 19. Come.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready. 19 Lions. Dragon 6, Buffalo 18, 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, right?
This time looking to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Bears first down.
Cowboy 80. You're not 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Panther 60. Go.
Option give here. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they have a home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a second quarter lead. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Case, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows hundredfold with your teammates.
Throwing on 2nd. This is completed downfield to Likely. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling out to his left. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Tag. 60 Eagles. Ready. Hut. Let go.
Sticking to the air here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Cowboy, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 79 Broncos. Ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. This return starts at the 5. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
60 by Cowboy. Go.
They'll throw to start the drive. He finds a Dunze downfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. On the move, past the 40. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Lions. Drag. Ready.
From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, check that, check that. Strict hop, 70, hop.
Drawing out the design keeper. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Here's a design run. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears grow their lead just before halftime. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when we were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Get it.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Cougar 19.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They go play action on 1st down. He puts some juice on it deep, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns tap the football down inside the 10. They're at their own 9-yard line.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Hello. Ready.
They'll go play action. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Bears take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Starting this drive with a design run. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Vikings. Rig alert. Rig alert. 60 Maverick. 19 Lions.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Stephanie! Cougar 19! Cougar 19!
He's on the quarterback run here. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, Warriors 70, Dragon 60.
He's going to throw it. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready.
Starting on the ground here with Simpson. And he's going to pay off this first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Hand off to Simpson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
79 Broncos.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Trying to throw this from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Third and long for him here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Ready?
Looking to throw. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
70, 70, 70, ready.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. He's got to gain a 6 there. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Set. Press all 80. Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. Into the hands of Dell. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
At the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, ready.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Warriors, 70. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Looking to throw here. Has it down close. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take the lead right away in half number 2. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the 2nd half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
Set.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be 1st down Chicago. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Get it. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 6, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 69, 19 Tiger.
Throwing now on first down. Completed to his running back. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start the second half with some needed points. Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears tie us up, 28 all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out. They connect on the deep shot. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They're going play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hold it ready. Go.
Back to throw now. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Bronco 80. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 3rd quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
19-18. 70 18 cup.
Right up the gut. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Escapes the pocket. That comes down nowhere near a receiver, and they're going to get him for grounding here. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Chicago brings out the punting unit.
It's fourth down.
He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Collects this at the 35. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Looking to his fullback now. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
And you just get the play off. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Browns ball working to carry this lead through to the end. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Here's the backup, first throw. He's going deep! This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play, and that gives them 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. The handoff here to Sampson. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
42. Bears 28.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He beams one deep right side. Big gain downfield. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, Buffalo 18, Warriors 17.
They send the tight end in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So second down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Ready?
They draw it up for him. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you could live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this.
Here we go. Sack 18. Find it. Cougar 19.
Desperation time here. Throw it deep to the left side. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears now within one score in the fourth. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be...
And he'll get into the end zone to make this a one-score game in the fourth quarter. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did, an injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10.
79 gross.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Dumps it off to his running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Ready, set.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. On the carry, it's Sampson. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third down, they need 7.
Dragon 60. Down. Panther 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Air it out on third. It's his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Running right with Sampson. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns making a 2-possession game here in the fourth.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Let's go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18, Panther 11, Panther 11.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He put everything he had into this one. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
19 Lions.
Another throw here on 2nd down. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, those big guys are taught if you can't get to the quarterback, the next best thing is to get your big paw in the air and knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Maverick, 18 Pirates, Dragon 6, Mustang 19.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 19 tight, Warrior 70.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And he's gonna be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
Come on. 18, Buffalo 8, Cowboy 80. Ready.
I'll throw it. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Okay, can I be honest with you about something right here? I'm really curious about young quarterbacks when they struggle. And there's part of me that, yeah, this isn't great, and he's going through tremendous adversity. But I love that he continues to be aggressive.
1st down, here's Sampson. He strides quickly, headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19, Panther 60,
They'll run. Here's Sampson. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He finds Sampson out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. Offense to the line fast. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Gonna let this one fly. He's got it inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not gonna stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. So now the Bears getting set. Big moment coming as they go for 2. Setting up to pass. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a one-score game in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. Line up the design keeper. So the Browns come away with the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for